And welcome to Big Blue News. My name is Josh.
And my name is Anatol. Let's waste no time and get right into these stories.
Earlier this month, one of our seniors had to relinquish the title of the X-Mike's host over to another student. For those of you who don't know what X-Mike is an event that happens every month during this in-school event. People can show off their talents whether they believe they are talented or whether others believe that they are talented. Anyone can sign up for it. In our final X-Mike show of this school year, it might have been the best one yet, with many beautiful songs sung and played along with some talents and funny slideshows. The last X-Mike might have been the best one this year. As I was saying, the title of X-Mike host has been relinquished to another student. Everyone here at SHS knows him. Not only does he do the morning announcements, but also now hosts the X-Mike. The new official X-Mike host of the 2024 to 2025 school year is no other than Alex Shiloh. He's going to be a senior next year, which is a must requirement to become an X-Mike host. He will definitely be a great host for X-Mike. Congratulations to you, Alex, and we believe you'll do great. Now we head to a roll-in produced by Jenny Zhu and Coco Clopton about the field house at Block Ditch Field.
The building shown holds heavy sentiment in the eyes of local Swampscott residents. Built in 1948, it is the epitome of small-town pride. There's a lot to learn about the history of Swampscott Big Blues Fieldhouse. The town of Swampscott and the high school's unique arrangement with the field and fieldhouse is complicated.
So the town owns the field and is responsible for any maintenance or repairs, while the school district owns the field house and they're in charge of cleaning, maintaining, and repairing the field house.
The building, built over 50 years ago, has an array of pros and cons.
Definite pro that we have a facility. There's many schools that don't necessarily have facilities at their fields, so that's really nice. Some of the cons are, of course, it's a little bit outdated. So that would be my biggest con, I guess. I would love to see it get updated, of course, maybe to include, a nicer training room. Is that something that's very much utilized? And also some technology in there for our coaches to use as well.
We hope this video inspires Big Blue fans to get more involved with athletics, and with a great fan page of its own, the future is bright for the field house.
2 weeks ago, on the 31st of May, the class of 2024 has graduated and now officially will be moving forward, entering a new part in their life. This graduation on its own is a big deal since it was held in the evening down at Block Ditch Field. During the ceremony, there was a guest speaker, Jamie Denbo. Denbo was the co-executive producer of Grey's Anatomy. She gave some very inspiring words about how you should try to pursue your dreams and push for success. The best part of the ceremony might have been that everyone who was a friend with a senior in SHS showed up to graduation. It was also nice that the band class led by Mr. Rovi played a piece of music during the graduation. Same thing with the chorus. They came and sang Mr. Blue Sky. They sang great. Some of those students will go to college and some will stay put and move somewhere else to find places of work. Also, congratulations to those of you who have been accepted into college. We here at SHS hope you can pursue your dreams and be successful. Going to college or not, yet again, congratulations for graduating your last year of high school. Now we cut to the roll-in produced by Alex Levine regarding the Yonder effects on the school year.
Everyone has their own opinions on how the Yonder trial affects learning, social skills, and student and teacher productivity. Today we'll take a dive into the opinions around Swampscott High School. Miss Colleen Finn, who is an assistant principal here at SHS and a lead voice in favor of the Yonder process, shares some opinions about the increase in productivity and the impact it has on her way that she does her job.
It has affected the way I've done my job because I'm able to actually meet with students more frequently that end up having cell phone violations. We've seen more productivity in students. Absolutely feel that it has been more positive. We've actually seen an increase in grades and progress reports from the previous quarters to now.
Tierney, a sophomore at SHS, shares his opinions on Yonder and changes that can make it more appealing to students.
I don't feel like a whole lot has changed since Yonder happened. I think I've been probably equally as productive in class. I'm not out there using my phone because that is kind of a stupid thing to do. But in like X Block, instead of being on my phone, I just talk to people, which is not academically any better. I think that if you have like good enough grades, then maybe, and it's like not an issue clearly. And I think maybe there should be like a strike system or something where, because if you're just not using your phone, you should be able to like use it if you actually need to, and just have it not be an issue.
Overall, many people within our school community have different opinions on the Yonder trial. As seen within the interviews, the interviewees agree on the same overall solution, but think there should be different steps on getting there.
School is looking to start a girls wrestling team. The current wrestling team is co-ed, but if enough girls are interested, would be able to start a separate team for girls. Current assistant coach Rob Hopkins says women's wrestling has been deemed the fastest growing sport in the NCAA level in the last 10 years. The students numbers have quintupled since 2022. He believes it would be a great opportunity for girls as it imparts accountability, requires mental toughness, and teaches kids how to make a plan. He believes wrestling shows girls that they can be strong on their own and have a safe place in a word can say. The girls wrestling team could be a great addition to the Swampscott High School. Now we head to the atrium where Laurel interviews Miss DiMicheli about her trip to Spain.
Thank you. Today I'm joined with Lila, and we're here with Miss DiMicheli. Recently, she revealed to her students that she would be moving to Spain once the school year came to a close. Miss DiMicheli has had a great impact on all of her students, creating connections with each and every one of them.
Miss DiMicheli, how have you been able to connect with your students?
So connection is very important for me. I love to connect with people in general and with my students even more. I think it's easier to teach if you connect with your students and you have great relationship with them and you get to know them because each student is like a person. So I love to connect with people. It's just something very important for me as a teacher.
Yeah, definitely. What has been your favorite thing about teaching and living here?
So I think teaching in the US is very fun. I think school is fun in the US, especially high school, because I used to teach middle school and it's different. I love the connection you can make here with people. I love all the events you have, all the sports. And living in the US, I mean everything. I have been living here for 10 years and it's the best 10 years of my life. So I just love everything in the US. Just amazing.
Yeah. What will you miss most about Swampscott?
You guys, I'm gonna miss the student, not for real. I really loved working here. I love the kids, you are all so nice. So I think I'm gonna miss you guys, like for real.
Yeah, we'll definitely miss you too. Best of luck in Spain, and we'll all miss you very much.
Thank you so much for all you have done for us. Have a great summer.
Have a great summer. Back to the news desk.
Recently, the town of Swampscott invested in a sidewalk expansion on Humphrey Street to make things a little easier for their businesses. Kel's Ice Cream is one of the shops that will be benefiting from the expansion. It will be useful, especially in the summer when the shop is packed. It will also be able to provide for more space for outdoor seating. Lastly, it will give space for pedestrians to walk past. Laurel Howard, a regular customer at Kel's Ice Cream, has something to say about it. I'm really excited for the sidewalk expansion. I really enjoy sitting outside to eat my ice cream, and I know it will be beneficial for the customers. Now we head to another roll-in, which is produced by Jenny Zhu about Model UN in Swampscott.
Swampscott High School has always had concerns about recycling.
Swampscott High School has had a Model UN club for decades, previously known as the RSC Club. In February, Swampscott's team of 60 delegates participated in the national competition in Boston. Club member Jaylise Jaquez and club co-president Brian Shekel have been members of the club ever since they were freshmen.
The reason that we chose Bosman this year is that it's one of the biggest conferences in the country for high school Model UN. It's ran by Boston University students, and it has their entire collegiate team, and as well as, I think, over 100 other staff members. It has people from all over the world. We had people from Brazil this year, and then I met people from, like, I think Japan last year.
They still made it so we were able to like socialize and like meet other people from other schools or like places in the state or the country. There was like a fun event every single night, which is what I liked about Bosman. My favorite was the delegate dance.
Club advisors and officers seek to make improvements to make next year's club even more successful.
We're hoping to change how meetings are run and how they're scheduled. I think everyone should join Model UN because there are so many skills that you gain from it.
The club hopes to interest new members and participate in even more competitions for the coming years.
The town of Swampscott is celebrating Juneteenth. There will be guest speakers and a flag raising. We celebrate Juneteenth in order to commemorate the last 250,000 slaves that were freed in America. Sean Fitzgerald, town administrator, says this holiday is a powerful way to pause and reflect on some progress, the dreams deferred, and the work ahead. To watch this celebration, you can tune in to Swampscott High School's YouTube channel. On another note, we head to our last roll-in of the year, produced by Veronica Rutman, about the Swampscott High School's recycling program.
Swampscott High School has always had concerns about recycling, and recently they introduced a new system of recycling called the Obago.
There's a guy his name is David New, and developed the product Obago. It's just kind of a direct-to-consumer kind of sales thing. So the goal is that you take in products that typically don't get recycled through traditional recycling chains and turn them into discs for recycling. I just thought what the guy did was pretty cool, and I think most people are not really as knowledgeable about what can and can't get recycled. But our role here at the high school with our program with DLC students is to get them to develop different skills. I bring in stuff from my house all the time that would technically not get recycled, that can be recycled in the Obago little system. We also get a lot of shipments from BJ's for the school store, and a lot of those plastics get recycled there. The developer of Obago is still working through various kind of testing kind of procedures to get these discs, is essentially what they refer to them as, into the hands of companies that would then fully recycle them into a product that would as the discs to make another product people would use. Students who kind of oversees that program, so to speak, so usually on a weekly basis, maybe bi-weekly, the boxes get filled with stuff, and then he kind of goes through the process. It takes about 10 to 15 or 16 minutes from start to finish.
Swampscott High School freshman Jesus Felton is also involved with the initiative.
Well, I think it's really a good thing for like recycling and stuff. Take some recycling, then like make it into like a ball, and then when you put it in there, just wait for a few minutes. Then right after, it comes out looking like a disc basically. I think it's like a pretty interesting machine, and I like how it makes all recycling into a disc.
It's an exciting addition to Swampscott High School, and it will be very beneficial in the long run. Hopefully students and people will take advantage of this opportunity.
Now we cut to the sports desk, where Joey gives us an overview of all our sports teams this year.
The boys lacrosse season has come to an end after making it to the Final Four thanks to a game-winning goal by freshman John Bombarda against Cohasset, giving them the win 9-8. However, in the Final Four, which was the first time the Big Blue ever made it, they unfortunately lost to Nantucket 9-3. But thinking positively, the boys had a great season with a 17-1 regular season record. Switching to the girls' side, they had a great victory beating Oakmont Regional 13-3, with Coco Clopton leading the way with 6 goals. However, their season came to an unfortunate end, losing to Sandwich on June 5th. They finished with a 15-3 record in the regular season. Overall, both the boys and girls have had seasons to remember, with both teams getting home playoff wins. Boys baseball won their first game in the MIAA tournament against Boston Latin Academy 4-0. Jack Spear threw yet another CG shutout, but the boys' playoff was cut short in the round of 32, losing to Tantasqua Regional 2-0. On a different note, right now in the NBA Finals, the Celtics lead the Mavericks 2-0. In Sunday night game, the Celtics won as Drew Holiday had an amazing 26-point game, while Jaylen Brown scored 21 as well. The Celtics are going up against the Mavericks tonight in Dallas, and if they can win, they will be up 3-0. If the Celtics win this NBA Finals, the team's franchise will have 18 total NBA Final championships. That will break the tie between the Celtics and the Lakers NBA championships. That's all for sports. Back to the news desk with Anatol and Josh.
Thank you, Joey, and thanks for watching the last episode of Big Blue News this school year. We appreciate all the support from the community and hope to continue growing.
As always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tune in for next time.